Today I'm going to be teaching you how to beat every entity in the new Great Outdoors update for Roblox doors. And I'll also be teaching you how to beat the full outdoors. So stay tuned till the end. First, a few tips. Number one, do not buy the shears in the in-game shop, because what you can do is there will always be a guaranteed shears chest, I guess, right over here, and one you can cut open for some free money. So do not buy it inside the pre-shop. That is a waste of your knobs. Now, to progress through the outdoors, you will need to follow these signs that say exit. Wherever they're pointing is where the exit is. Otherwise, it is really easy to get lost out here. There are so many paths. That's why you can sometimes find or buy a compass, which will guide you to the exit at all times. If you see these little lanterns on the ground, you can pick them up and use them as your light source. Items can also be found inside the cabin, so make sure to check them as well. In rooms that have like these brick walls, you can look around and there's a good chance you will find shears behind those brick walls. There's little archways in those. And remember, you can always go over and grab a lantern just sitting around and use them for your own light source. The signs will tell you how far you are away from the exit. Right now we are 1,775 meters away. You will usually start with around 2,500, maybe sometimes 2,600, sometimes less, but it's not going to be much different. I highly recommend checking all these rooms. You can find a lot of really good things inside of them, such as stardust, rose petals, gold. And now, of course, here was another brick wall, and whenever I check, a new set of shears. Here we have another one. Whenever walking across the bridge, some rooms have a lower section to them. If they do, then there's a good chance that there is a rose petal and locked away inside of a cage down there. And so I highly suggest you checking, or this will help later on. Pay attention to similar room types. There are a lot of very similar rooms in the gardens that make it easy to traverse once you remember the rooms. So now in these chests you can also find keys, but if you find one in those chests, it does not necessarily mean that there is one in the area. Only if they're accessible without will there have to be one in the area. So as I just found another one inside of a normal crate, I know that there is 100% going to be a chest in the area. Band-aids can also be found throughout the gardens pretty easily as well. Okay, so our first entity is Snare. You will be able to find Snare along paths, in the gardens, and pretty much anywhere you go. Stepping in Snare will take some of your health and stun you for a little bit. That way you are unable to move while another entity is trying to attack you. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. Now when you see these sheds, that means that the Groundskeeper can spawn in the area, so watch out for him and try to stay off the grass most of the time. The Groundskeeper is completely passive and will do nothing to you until you step on the grass. Stepping on the grass will cause him to charge at you and get angry at you if he sees you. And he will instantly kill you, so do not step on the grass when he is in the area. Oh, So now he saw me. So now he's gonna run up to me and get mad at me. Maybe he'll ignore me for a bit. You can just wait a little bit and hop out and you should be fine. But yes, that is what happens if he catches you. Which, if he actually like sees you and then catches up to you, then he will instantly kill you. So, better just to stay careful. And even though he is inside of an outhouse right now, he can at any time decide to pop right out and then come chase after you. So be careful about that. Oh shoot, there was grass there. My bad. That is the worst decision of your life. And now, because Groundskeeper was over here, I was able to, instead of walking on the grass and anger him, the turnip, the Mandrake angered him and killed it. And so, all works out. What a nice guy. Our next entity seems to be... that was Surge. When the sky turned yellowish green like that and you heard that noise, that means that Surge is about to attack. Surge is similar to Rush, and all you need to do is hide either in a cabin or inside of a locker. Because there is no hide in the outdoors, you can hide as long as you want, or even like take a break in here without being attacked by entities. So here he is again. He's gonna come on by after a little bit. Now the reason Surge is different from Rush is because he actually doesn't kill you instantly. It will take around 40% of your health, and then it'll just do damage over time. So if you don't make it immediately, you still have a chance to hide. You can also hide from Surge inside of caves. Maybe. Okay, that was really weird, and I didn't die either, so I guess we're good. Oh shoot. I don't have a good place to hide. Rip. Oh. Now, you can also hide inside the little chest rooms if you are desperate. But you have to like crouch down really tight against the side. But there you go. That is a place where you can survive Surge. Oh, back in. See, you can look out the window at the light show. Our next entity is a Mandrake, which is right here on the screen. They look like little turnips, and they will jump out of the ground and scream at you until you have a heart attack. You do not have much time before it just instantly kills you. So, what you need to do is you need to click on it to pick it up, and then you need to bring it back to where it jumped at you at by following the vine. If the Groundskeeper is in the area, you can also get him to remove it without stepping on the grass and angering him, because he doesn't like Mandrakes either. So if Groundskeeper is in the area and there's a Mandrake on you, make sure to always go to the Groundskeeper first. There you go. Oh. Those are annoying. That is the worst decision of your life. And now, because Groundskeeper is over here, I was able to, instead of walking on the grass and anger him, the turnip, the Mandrake angered him and killed him. And so, all works out. Now, these statues are located everywhere throughout the outdoors, but there is a chance that it will actually be a monster and will try to chase you and kill you. But these statues have a chance to actually chase you. And so if you hear like really quick pitter-pattering sounds, then you have to look back at it. If you ever find one in a really out of place position, then there is a good chance that it is actually the monument. Whoa. 2 and 1. Really good. So, if you ever have any suspicions, feel free to always like look back. They can't attack you if you are looking at them. Oh, now you see that? I heard footsteps behind me, and right over there is the monument. Every time you look away, he is gonna stand up and he's gonna move towards you, and if he catches up to you, you will immediately die. And so, all you have to do is look back at him. And it's not like a one-time you scare it off thing. You have to consistently keep looking at him for a long time. Kind of annoying, but and that's what you really should listen for with it. But I recommend, if you know where it's at, just look forward a little bit and then look back, keep it there for a little bit, just keep moving forward. The final door. After this one, I guess. Oh, that would have sucked. There's the monument. And now our next encounter will be pretty soon, because even more trees are beginning to pop up with eyes on them. Yeah, watch out for trees, by the way, as well. I don't know if they do any damage, but I would definitely think that they do. So no, that one seemed a little out of place, so I just want to keep an eye on it. There's just another rose petal sitting out in the open. And so now here we are, the scripted chase encounter. Get a few more money before we go down. It always looks like this to start. There are eyes everywhere on the trees. And you can head right on down here. There will always be a lantern here that you can swap out for. You can always check this for anything good. But now we have the Eyestalk encounter. Always watch out for snares, only on the bordered walkways and tiles. Otherwise, it will not spawn. There's nothing to guide you, so you have to look around for the correct path. The clear path should be pretty obvious, but hard to find sometimes. So try and look fast. Stepping on a snare will instantly result in your death, because Eyestalk will 100% catch up to you and kill you. So that is the #1 thing to avoid. And then you will go through this cutscene. And the Groundskeeper will save you from Eyestalk. What a nice guy. And that is how you do the Eyestalk Chase. Just remember to always look where to go. One path should be fairly obvious, and we are now at 975 meters. Perfect. And now here is the final boss. Bramble. Now Bramble seems difficult, but really isn't. If his light is on, then you cannot be moving if nearby him. Now watch out for light posts because he can respawn at any light post. If you hear that noise, that means his light is turned on. If his light is on and you are moving, he will chase after you and you will take continuous damage. So never do that. You can still tilt your camera while near him, but you do not, just hands off the keyboard. While going, you can open the gates to allow you to access the next area. And because I found the other side of it, I now know where the real side of it is. And so you will need to find 3 of these golatines. You will need to pull them and it will cut the vines to the flower. And now you will be able to move on and advance to the next area. Remember, this is a big maze, so it will be very hard to navigate. So look for archways at the top that are lit. That is the best way to be able to find where these are at. And I just try to keep moving forward the whole time after I have finished cutting down a vine. Alright. Yep. First thing you want to do is try to find your way towards the World Lotus right in the middle. This will give you a very good starting spot and will connect you to the rest of the outdoor area. So this really isn't that hard. It is a little time consuming. It really is just how careful you are in the end. Oh, he is right there. Okay. Alright. And now we will keep moving through here. And I believe I missed this spot here last time. So I am going to... Oh, no. Oh, wait. Yes, right there. And so, as you can see, the vine is going through there. And so we know exactly where it is at. Once he turns off his light, we will head over there. Just look around. Use whatever clues you are given to try and find him. Meaning we only need one more, and it is going to be down the final path. We are going to retrace to the center, always retrace to the center, and then just head down the next available path. If his light has been out for a while and he is near you, try to watch him for a little bit to make sure he doesn't get any ideas. we are going to head in here. Now, as you can see, there's one still unexplored area. We are going to head out that way, and there it is, the final bulletin. And so now all we need to do is safely make our way to the exit, which will be within that third path. You will just need to traverse a little differently this time. Here we are. And then you will make your way to the exit right over here, and you will have completed the new outdoors update. In some rooms, you can find these little sheds containing a rose petal. That means there will be a guaranteed key somewhere before the next door. You just need to find it. If you try to collect 8 of these rose petals, and I'll explain what they do later in the video, so stay tuned. Oh, and now we have all 8 flower petals, and I will show you when we get to use those. Alright. Here we are now. A very special place here. You can always find shears. You can always find Gramps. So, what you can do with him... Oop. I've actually never been here. Stardust, let's go. This is basically the grandpa of the Groundskeeper. So you will see a lot of cool stuff in here. But then none other than Gramps, who, once you have 8 of those rose petals, you can give him to. And he will create the Lotus. The World Lotus. And this flower will allow you to respawn. So it's basically a checkpoint. So wherever you place it, if you were to die, then you can respawn. And so, if you think you're going to die pretty soon, you can just plant it. If you think you're going to die near the end, I'd plant it there, because it will respawn you wherever you plant it. And so now, here we are. Exit right ahead. I am going to plant my lotus flower, and it would look just like that. Perfect. And now, just real quick, I want to demonstrate to you how the lotus flower works. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. And so now what you can do, use Lotus, and we will be teleported back to where we planted the lotus. And here we are. We will have this room right here. You will get all of your inventory items back. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. And you will be right back where you were left off. And so we should be right here. No, we went a few doors back. We were back over at Gramps' place. but we are indeed back at the very end, right here. So now here we are, at the end, once again. Now that you know how to successfully beat every entity inside the great outdoors, now you can go and win yourself. Good luck, and thanks for watching.